Hi there, I'm Kiki. You may also know me as Kiki Show, or my channel's name on Twitch, The Captain's Table. Welcome to my Xtreme One Chunk Ironman. I recently finished basically maxing out my first character, and I'm ready for a new challenge.
Yeah, but that was in leagues, though.
They don't need to know that. Now, I'm not the typical person you'd see doing one of these snowflake accounts. First off, I'm a woman, a lesbian, and autistic. Wait, no, scratch that last bit. That's not uncommon at this space at all. But I don't have the same brand. I hate math. I'm also not someone that's been playing RuneScape for years and years. I did play when I was a kid, but my experience back then was less than informative, I'd say. Considering that the majority of my community barely knows what Lumbridge is, let alone a chunk, you may be asking yourself, what's a one chunk or a snowflake account? To keep the explanation brief, a snowflake account is a special type of RuneScape account where the player imposes a set of rules on themselves to make the game different and more interesting to play. Popular snowflake account types consist of locking yourself to one game region, or out of using certain skills. One chunk accounts are just one of these special snowflake accounts. RuneScape is a game that's made up of tiles, kind of like a TTRPG. And 150 square tiles make up a chunk, and the world of RuneScape is made up of these chunks. A one chunk account unlocks the game by completing everything possible within a chunk before they can move on to unlocking another. One chunk at a time. Now, you may be asking, Kiki, if this isn't a game that you've spent years playing, don't have a mind for math, haven't maxed out a character yet, and haven't even been to every area in the game to do most of the content, then why do you want to do a snowflake account, especially an Xtreme One Chunk? It makes no sense. And to that I say, I have extreme decision paralysis, and being presented with everything that there is to do anywhere here, I tend to just sit in a bank and stare at my stuff. I promise it's that, and not that I can't find anything. Being limited to 150 square tiles at a time will narrow down my options, and, in theory, allow me to actually keep playing the game. Not to mention that I've watched series from Limpwort, Frey, Settled, and others. Just thought it looked fun. All of this to lead me to my next point. Where the hell do I start? Well, the answer, my friends, is to roll the dice and let fate decide for me. Before we pick our starting chunk, I want to go over the rules that I'll be following for my Xtreme One Chunk adventure. Please be aware that I didn't take every extreme rule, and I'll explain why once we get to them. First, rollable starting chunks. I've left quite a number of chunks out of the possible starting pool of rollable chunks. These chunks are any heavy late game PVM challenges, like Inferno, Coliseum, or any of the raids, along with any chunks within 2 rolls of said challenges. I know starting directly on these chunks is possible, and people can do it, but I'm not people. I'm Kiki. I'm dumb. So I'll be avoiding that. I'll also be avoiding starting in the wilderness. I'm not preventing any rolls from taking us there, but I'd rather not start there. The wilderness breaks people.
God, like what? Oh my god, max on me more. Oh my god, you literally can't hit anything but 50s. Oh my god, I've got 1 kill and 4 deaths. I'm so sick of this already. Oh my god.
Also, any chunks that are in locked areas that take multiple quests or high skill requirements to get to, such as Terranwin, with the exception of Mauritania, will be excluded. And lastly, the Edgeville Monastery. I'm sorry, but I don't want to get to 99 prayer on normal bones alone. You can't make me do it. The rules are standard to that of other Xtreme One Chunks, with some exceptions. Raking will not be considered a primary training method. No thanks. Any enemy drops have to be a 1 in 16 drop chance or better to be considered a primary training method. For example, a skeleton that drops bronze bars at a rate of 1 in 25 is not a primary training method for smithing. However, a rock golem that drops them at a rate of 1 in 11 is, and would require me to get the highest smithing challenge completable in my chunks via this method. I know it's not normally a rule, but I will still not be getting all combat achievements. I barely know how to prayer flick. I'm sorry if you were looking for someone amazing at combat in this game. She's not here. Speaking of being bad at combat, I've also left out requirements for getting all collection log items from any PvP-focused minigames, like LMS or Bounty Hunter. I may still do Soul Wars, because at least that one's kind of fun, but the others, I just die over and over. And probably cry over and over. And I'd rather not. Last bit before we get to the roll. I'll be mostly alone on this journey. I won't have a team of people to scout worlds for me. I don't have a huge community of other RuneScape players that protect me out in the wildy, or even billions of GP on a main account to pay anyone for anything. Hell, I don't even have a normal main. My main is a group iron. Despite all of this, I do have something. Something that most RuneScape players don't have. A girlfriend. Two of them, actually. And they'll be helping me whenever I need it for things like scouting, raiding, multi-bossing, etc. And without further ado, let's see where my insanity begins. Oh boy. We got on Corinne. Alright. Alright, we're all the way up in Arceus. I don't know if there's any tasks there. I don't know if we, like, if there's anything we need to do there. Unless there's a pickaxe lying on the ground. But we do have to do a couple things in order to get there, though. We do have to do X marks the spot. We do have to go do X marks the spot in order to get to Zaya. So let's go ahead and do the tutorial and get it on with. Now, rolling this chunk presents a few problems. The first and most obvious from the footage that you'll see is a lack of access to weapons and armor. Now, that's not the end of the world, as I have access to level 6 bats to farm on. However, this leads into the second thing I'm missing: access to any food. There's a distinct lack of enemies that drop anything in this chunk, and the surrounding chunks included. I have bats, which drop bat bones, giant bats, which drop bat bones, ghosts, which drop the beginner clue scrolls, and finally, skeletons, specifically the unarmed version, which drop some assorted runes, arrows, and an iron dagger. Oh, and there's this chisel spawn down here. That's important. Gotta grab that. On to the biggest issue, for someone like me specifically. There's no bank. I'm effectively an ultimate Ironman until I roll a chunk that has a bank in it. Except it's worse. For those that don't know, when you die in RuneScape, your items are kept in a little gravestone for 15 minutes that you can come back and collect. If you don't make it back in time, or if you're lazy, you can still pick them up from Death's office at any time. But Ultimate Ironmen are different. Due to not having access to a bank, Death's office is also not available to them. When they die, their stuff is left on the ground in a pile for an hour of them being logged in. They use this for inventory management. It's called death piling, but as a normal Iron Man, I can't do that. And my chunks don't give me access to Death's office, so I'm truly stuck on one inventory until I get access to a bank. We got this chunk all the way up here, There's not much in it. There's a chisel spawn here, some bats to kill, some ghosts that also don't... The bats don't drop anything. They drop bones, at least. The ghosts don't drop anything at all. And there's, like, one skeleton spawn here. And from that one skeleton spawn, we have to get an iron dagger and equip it. That's our task before we can move on to another chunk. And I don't have anything. All I have are my fists. So... yeah. I'm doing my best. I'm punching. Oh, well. Definitely hitting more now, which is good. Alright. There's level 6, level 6? Level 5 attack. Being able to hit more than 50% of the time will definitely help. Actually being able to kill these bats will help a lot. Alright. That's another bat kill down. Let's go. A weapon would really help. So would armor and food. But I can't get any of these things in our current chunk. So it's gonna be fun. Also, I think I'm locked out of this chunk up here. Yeah. So when we roll, I think we're gonna be locked to... yeah, we're gonna be locked to this chunk and to this chunk. So, which is actually, I'm perfectly fine with. Like, if I'm being entirely honest with you, I am perfectly fine with it. I think that I can go up here, and that's about it, as far as going this way, and I'm kind of just gonna be going this way. Because this is an amazing prayer, leveling. Like, when I say amazing, it's awesome. It is like the best, it is one of the best ways to level prayer, getting the ensouled heads. It's great. How would I flinch, how would I even prepare to flinch these guys? Oh. I can flinch them! We don't have to fish anymore. Well. Well, I say that. I could probably flinch the skeleton, too. Where am I gonna get to flinch him? I need to get him over here. Perfect. Alright. We're going to attack him here. Over here. Alright. Alright, this might take a little while. We have a 33.36% chance to hit. Oh, hey! 35.44! Let's go! We did it! Points. Bleh. Hey, we got it! Let's go! Alright. Alright. Let's go. We got our dagger. Let's equip that shit. Best in slot gear right here. Best in slot. Alright, so we can only go one of two ways here. So we'll see where this takes us. This way will lead us to more skeletons and definitely more combat. I don't entirely know what's over here. 3 ghosts. So I don't know if there's anything over here for us. But we got it. We finished our tasks. Okay. Pick us a chunk. Dark Altar. Alright. We got the Dark Altar. So the only task we have to do is switch to the Arceus spellbook. Which is actually going to be helpful for me to just keep the Arceus spellbook for the most part. Alright, we can go over here. Oh, switch to the Arceus spellbook. For now, Arceus spellbook is going to be what we should keep on us for the most part. Anyway, just because this is it has a home teleport and it's the only thing we can really do. Okay, so, I cannot roll... I don't know why I'm clicking that. I cannot roll this chunk here, because I can't get there. I think it's the same... with this chunk? No, I can technically get to it because I can go around here. Oh, accessible areas. So yeah, I cannot get to this, but I can get to specifically this right here. So this chunk is rollable. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's roll it. Alright, we can keep going in this direction here. There does not seem to be any tasks here. So we're getting close to getting the library. Which the library is all in one chunk, which that gives me a really quite good magic training method, which will be nice. Okay, I think I can go up to Wintertoad. So I can get Wintertoad. I can still get this. I think I can actually maybe walk along this. And then I'll have an altar. If I get an altar, that'll be nice. Not the Dark Altar, but an altar. Altars would be nice. Alright. Yeah, so yeah, I can get to this little bit here. So I can go through this path to Lobakingsh. But all right, let's roll. We got the blood altar. We got the blood altar. Which I think we could get to. I thought we could get to. Then I just realized there's this. I may have to redo that roll. I'm gonna see if I can get to it. I wasn't paying too much attention. I think I can skirt this edge. Yeah, I can skirt this edge. It's not much that I can actually access, but it is... I can access the minecart. Should the need ever arise for me to access the minecart network, I have it. Okay? I have it. And I don't actually think that I can get anywhere in here. I don't think I can get to the blood altar. I think I have to get this chunk. So that's also going to be a nothing chunk for now because I have this. I get this. I get the minecart. But once we get either that or that, it'll open up more. But the library is pretty key. And yeah, that's it. We're getting a bunch of nothing chunks. But that's just the way this goes sometimes. That's the way it goes. Settlement ruins? Oh, we got here. Okay. So this, all that we get from this, I think, is just this little area. I don't think we can get up here. So we can access this little bit here. Can I walk up this? Does this allow me to get up here? It does. Okay. All right. We have access to this area. Okay. All right, we got some evergreens, whatever the standing stone is. Some trees. Ice giants. That's cool. Ice spiders, also cool. Not for me right now, though. Alright, let's check our task list. See if I need to run in there and grab something real quick. Or if it's something that's going to be... Oh, ice wolves as well. Jeez. Alright. There's a lot there to fight. Okay, let's check our task list. Wield a mithril weapon and mithril armor. Alright, that's gonna be fun. Cast wind strike. So that means that something in there is gonna give us access to mithril. And something else in there is gonna give us access to runes. At least mind and air. Obtain a mithril mace. Alright. Iron plate legs. Black kite shield. Mithril square shield. Obtain a curved bone. We have to do the curved bone and long bone. We have to do all this without food. First question on the docket is, can ice spiders poison? No. They cannot poison you. That is helpful. Because if they were to poison you, that would be a death sentence to get attacked, for me to get attacked by a spider, because I have no access to anti-poisons right now. The stuff that we need is a black kite shield, which is on a 1 in 32 drop rate. Honestly, it has a steel axe. We're gonna need that. So we may as well grab that steel axe while we have the chance. Also the steel sword. Well, the steel sword is both of those are in a 1 in 32 as well. So I'll probably get that first. Iron plate legs, mithril mace, and mithril square shield are all 1 in 128 drops. Mind runes. Where's the game thinking I'm getting air runes from? Do I need to get air runes from the fucking skeletons? Anyway, the big thing here for you all that's gonna take me a long time is the long bone is a 1 in 400 drop, while the curved bone is a 1 in 5013 drop. So we'll be here a while. We're gonna go back and flinch the guy that we kept fighting before. And that's gonna be our training method for the time being. Honestly, it's the best we can honestly hope for is... Oh, come on. Oh, there's our first death, everyone! Yay! We did it! You know, that hardcore status didn't last very long, did it? Our 1 coin. Hey, we lasted more than one chunk. Hey, we got a max hit. Let's go. We can hit 2s. We are taking down the bat without getting mortally wounded. Oh my god, prayer level 2. Look at me go. Five strength. Let's go. Run in here and attack this giant and run away. Oh, he did not pursue. Haha! We have a flinching spot. We have a flinching spot. We can do this.
Our battle will be legendary.
Alright, this is it right here. Boom. You said to be optimistic. It did not work. Optimism does not work. I was lied to. Hey, that worked, and it healed again. Only peptimism? Only peptimism. See, peptimism, it's working. I don't understand why it's still at 2 HP. Peptimism will save us. Ow! Is that gonna become my new thing? Peptimism? You must be peptimistic. Oh my god, we did it! Arrows! Now this is gonna take a while. When I was a kid, my dad used to tell me, there's no better feeling than the feeling of accomplishment. Well, he was referring to mundane tasks like doing the dishes or cleaning the yard as a ploy to trick me into wanting to do them. He did have a point. Doing something that few others have ever done before you really does give that euphoric sense of accomplishment. It may take a while, and you may fail along the way, but once you do it, once you complete that task that barely anyone else has even attempted, it's amazing. That's why I'm doing this.
Have you ever tried speedrunning?
Shut up.